Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This video is going to be for people that have a little bit of a higher skill level. Let's learn two-tap juggle spike. So you must know one-turn airplanes. You must be comfortable with it. Get it 5 times in a row, 6 times in a row. You want to be really comfortable with it. And you want to be able to get it so that the can rotates. You pull it right when the big cup is opposite your body. Let it rotate toward you and get it in so that the can isn't all over the place. Be comfortable with a 1.5 juggle spike. So when you're in that airplane grip, when you have the can in the tama, 1.5, instead of trading, you're going to juggle and spike it. That'll get you really comfortable with the trade out of 2-tap. So now that we have that out of the way, you're comfortable with your juggles, you're comfortable with the tricks that I've listed. So let's get into the 2-tap juggle spike. You really got to practice it. It's really about comfortability, but I'm going to give you as many tips as I can to get you really comfortable and get you closer to landing that trick more consistently. The initial tap shouldn't be too hard to the point your base cup chips, right? And it shouldn't be too soft where the can doesn't rotate at all. You want to find that sweet spot on that first tap because it is probably the most important tap and the one that you're giving the hardest tap to. Once that can rotates after that first tap, the second tap is more of a cushion tap because you don't want the can to rotate fully and then catch it. It's harder to be consistent and harder to be accurate with that. You want to tap it just so it makes like a 0.5 turn. So to do that, you're giving the first initial tap a little bit of a harder tap. Then you're cushioning with that second tap so that the can rotates 0.5 can rotation back so that you can swap out and catch the can in your hand. And this is the hard part. That second tap has to be so delicate and so precise so that you can really catch it in that grip without making the can flop all over the place and ruin your trick. It's very important that you practice getting that 2-tap. So what I want you to do is practice just that one tap in the beginning and then switching over to the other side to give it that second cushion tap. You're still tapping it a little bit, but you're giving it more of a delicate tap to cushion it so that it rotates slightly and you can make that swap where you throw the tama to the other side of the can. So the swap is the hardest part because a problem you'll run into is throwing the tama back up into the can. You're gonna make a mess dropping it all the time. So to avoid a lot of those problems, make sure that those first 2 taps you get down really well. Then you're gonna practice a swap, and if you're comfortable with the 1.5 juggle spike, you'll be pretty comfortable with the swap out. Once you see that can after tapping it come towards you, you want to throw the tama up on the opposite side of the can so you catch the can in that can grip. Then juggle and spike. So you really should be comfortable with your juggles at that point so that you can really understand how it works and you can get really comfortable with it, because believe it or not, at first when you land this or when you come close to landing it, it'll seem impossible, but you'll get closer and closer to it to the point where you can get it first try. It's important to note the positioning of the can and where the can should be when tapping it. You should first tap the can when it faces you. Normally you want to pull it up right to your nose chin level so you can keep it right in front of you and you can track it better. So practice the rotation so that the can turns nice clean toward you. Practice getting it in that eye level so that it's right so you can look down on it. Practice the taps. So practice getting that first tap and then that second tap without juggling, then the swap. And then of course you can juggle out of it. That part you should be already comfortable with. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope this helped. Leave a comment below if I missed something. So if you have some questions, go in the comments and ask me. I will answer it. See you soon.